let's come to the in the previous lecture we have seen probability distribution, means what is probability distribution with one example. Now in this third lecture we would like to discuss some examples of finding the probability distribution for the given random variable. Here the question is, find the probability distribution of number of heads obtained when a fair coin tossed for 3 times. I will just make it 3 times. As there is a time constraint, I will give it for 3 times. Okay. Now my first question is, using this statement or reading this particular statement, can you understand or can you identify what is the random experiment and what is the random variable here? Means what is definition of random variable? See, the random experiment is tossing a coin for 3 times. Can you tell me what is its sample space? We have already discussed in last couple of examples. So its sample space is very simple. H, 2 heads, 1 tail. So there are 3 possibilities like this. 2 tails and 1 head. There are again 3 possibilities. And one more is all are tails. Okay. Now, what is a random variable? Capital X. Can you tell me what is its definition? Yes. We are assigning a number to the elements of the sample space based on number of heads appear. So my X is number of heads appear. Okay. So can you tell me what is assigning to the HHH? How many heads are there? 3. What about HHT? There are 2 tails. So I am assigning 2 to this. Here also 2. Here also 2. Here 3. Yes. Now here only 1 head. So I will assign 1 to this. This also I am assigning 1. And here all 3 are tails. So there is no head. So I can see it is 0. So X will take the values 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is probability of X is equal to 0? Or can you tell me what is the meaning of X is equal to 0 in the basic probabilities? I am finding the probability of X is equal to 0. Can you tell me the meaning of this? It is nothing but probability of no heads appear. When I toss a coin for 3 times, what is the probability that no heads will appear? Okay. So how many total number in the sample space? 8, out of which only one element having no heads. So what is the probability of no heads appear is 1 by 8. So hence P of X is equal to 0 is 1 by 8. Similarly, P of X is equal to 1 is what? What is the probability that only one head appears? See how many elements having only one head? 1, 2 and 3. So that probability will be 3 by 8. Similarly, P of X is equal to 2 is 3 by 8 and then P of X is equal to 3. What is P of X is equal to 3? Can you tell me what the meaning of this? The meaning is probability of all the 3 heads appear. Means when I toss a coin for 3 times, for all 3 times I must get head. So it is possible only if 1 by 8. So hence I can write this is in tabular format. X is 0, 1, 2, 3. Probability of capital X is equal to X is, for 0 it is 1 by 8, for 1 it is 3 by 8, for 2 it is again 3 by 8 and for 3 it is again 1 by 8. Okay. So these are all my x1, x2, x3, x4. As X takes 4 values, it is a discrete. These are all my PIs. So this is P1, this is P2, this is P3 and this is P4. Now you can see all P1, P2, P3, P4, all of them are greater than or equal to 0. Now P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 is equal to 1 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8. So 3 base is same, means denominator is same. I can write 3 here. 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. So what is it? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 by 8, that is 1. So that means both the conditions of probability distribution are satisfied by each PI. Okay. Hence, this is called probability distribution. And in case of discrete random variable, we would like to express the probability distribution in this kind of tabular format. One more example I would like to discuss. If I am throwing a 2 dice, find the probability distribution of sum of numbers appear. Okay, so this probability distribution we have to find out. Okay, here I forget to write one word: unbiased. No biasing is expected. Okay, yes, unbiased. Okay, so can you tell me what is the what are the elements in the sample space? It's a big challenge, but not a difficult task. Okay, let's see. 1 1. Okay, now while writing this sample space, I'll take one opportunity that when I throw a dice, can you tell me what is the lowest possible sum? It is 2. And what is the highest possible sum? It is 12. That means the values which are between 2 to 12 are the outcomes of this sample space. Not the outcomes, these are the sums of the outcomes of the sample space. So what I do, I'll write 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and then 12 like that. Okay, I'll list out the elements in the way of the elements which are giving the sum 2, that is 1 1. The elements which are giving the sum 3 is 1 2 and 2 1. First dash 2, second dash 1. Similarly 4. For 4 I have 1 3 or 3 1 or 2 2. Okay, for 5 then I have 1 4 4 1. Next is, yes, 2 3 3 2. Any other possibilities? No. For 6 it is 5 1 1 5. Then sorry, here I'll write 1 5 and here I'll write 5 1. Okay, next is 4 2 2 4 or 4 2, or yes, one more 3 3. Okay, these are all possibilities. Like that I'm just going to make it. Okay, now that means my x is going to take values 2 3 4 5 like that. So there are total 36 elements. If I want p of x is equal to 4, then it can be given as, see, there are only 3 elements which are giving the sum 4. So the 3 by 36 is the probability. So this way you can find the probability corresponding to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so for the part I am going to leave it on you. I hope you will be able to get the answer. But prior to this, if you find this writing is quite difficult, then what you do is you write down the elements first: 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Okay, next is 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4 and so on. Next 3 1, 3 2, 3 3 up to 3 6. Like that you can write it for 6 1, 6 2, 6 3 up to 6 6. Once you get all these 36 elements and divide them in this kind of category, and then you can easily work out its probability distribution. So I am going to leave this question on you. Okay, thank you very much.